So you're looking to invest in Dubai real estate, but you don't know where to start. Well, let me start you off on the right foot, because the key concept you need to understand is the payment plans. They're interest-free, they're flexible, and they're different from one developer to the other. How do you use them? How do you maximize your ROI? And what are the strategies? I couldn't find any videos online about this, so I decided to make one. It's a little bit different from my regular videos, but let's hop into it. All right, so Reels only allow for 3 minutes, so let's speed run this. So main payment plans you will encounter here in Dubai are 50-50, 60-40, or 70-30. What these mean is that this is the portion pre-construction, this is the portion upon handover or post-construction. What this means is that we're going to have really 3 phases into our financing plan here. The first one being your down payment of 20%, to which you have to add the 4% DLD, which some people don't mention, but it's very important. That 4% DLD is a tax, which is the equivalent of like notary fee and everything. So a total of 24% that is going to be paid upon handover. Yes, that also means that your property value of 100% is actually 104%. So keep that in mind. Then we need to complete the 50% for the pre-construction period. So we need to pay 30% between the down payment and the handover. Here in a 60-40 payment plan, it would be 40% to complete our 60%, and here would be 50% to complete our 70%. Let's get back here. So once you've put your handover, you've finished your payments here, now we have the post-handover or upon handover portion that they call it. Let's look at these in more details. Deposit payment is always 20% plus your 4% DLD for a total of 24. Sometimes they'll tell you that there's a 10% down payment, but usually they'll ask for another 10% within 30 to 90 days. So let's just consider it always 24% by standard. Here, 30% to be paid off to complete your 50% pre-handover. So here, for example, it would be divided into 5, 5, 10, 5, 5 for a total of 30. And once you've completed these, then you've completed your 50% pre-handover payment in total. Once you've done that, now you can have 3 options. Depending on the developer, some of them will offer you to finance the entire remaining 50% over 2 to 5 years, which means that you're going to have small payments across this time period that will allow for you to fully pay your property interest-free. Sometimes for your 50-50 case here, they would take the second 50%, they'll divide it into 15 plus 35, which has happened here. So we paid 15 one chunk and then 35 over 3 years at approximately 1% per month until your property is fully paid. And the third one is when you mortgage it. So when there's no flexibility from the developer side, then you can mortgage the second portion 50-50. Once again, we mortgage this entire 50%. We pay the developer right here, and the bank allows us to finance this over 25 years. What that also allows for you is to have a cash flow positive investment right away. And yes, as an international investor, you can finance up to 60% of any ready property. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. My tip to you is to always work with a trusted agency and a qualified broker that know the different developers, know their payment plans, and the strategies that can be adapted to your specific needs. My name is Mohammed from Casadior, and that's what we do best. Talk soon.